Hi, on today's video we will be unboxing Hawks and Endeavour, the number 2 and number 3 hero from My Hero Academia. These are from Banprest and Bandai. Let's unbox Endeavour first. Alright, let's have a look. Here we have Endeavour. Wow, first thing I notice is the flames. It's so orange, almost looks like cheese. He's a power of cheese. Rather than that, there's a little dot on his face as well. Might be a defect. The shape of the flame is great, just the finish is really poor. The hair is really nice and spiky, has a nice shape. Next we have his torso. Love the flame around his neck. But once again, the finish is not that nice. The shade looks a little bit better on this one than it does on the head, maybe because it's a bigger piece, but the arm looks very flat and nice sort of forms of the muscles on the back and nice sort of paint finish of his costume. Black shading on it. Once again, the flame doesn't really work that well. I do like the finish. I think this is the best part of the shading. It does look like it's glowing. Finish and the texture, this makes it look cheesy coming out of his feet. So a nice sort of pouch that he has, as well as his belt. And we have the base. So there's a peg on leg to torso, and then the head to the torso. And then one small and one big peg go into his feet. You really have to stretch his other leg out to fit in. And there we have the Age of Heroes Endeavour. I guess now that's all assembled, the flame doesn't look too bad, but if you look real close at it, it still kind of look a bit like cheese coming out of him. For points for effort. Alright, let's do Hawks next. Alright, let's have a closer look at Hawks. Best friend knows, it's just amazing how they have the clear goggles for him. Captures his expression really well, almost like a smirk, like little lines for his goatee. Man, I think they put a lot of work into this capturing his hair. And then the scarf around his neck as well. Nice yellow, which seems to match his headphones. Looks like his body is a whole piece. I do like the sort of caramel brown finish on him, and then the wool finish on his jacket, as well as the details and buttons and the pocket with also wool finish. I guess with his hands in his pockets, doesn't sculpt his hands. Ooh, I really like his belt, how Dr. H engraved on there, so it's actually 3-dimension. And then the centerpiece with his jacket, really great paint application. The bagginess is captured of the jeans, even the shoes quite nice, with also a light brown sort of stripe there. Wow, his ankle is really thin. And then got the 2 slot for his wings. The 2 wing piece, I think that there's pretty much a mirror image of each other. And there's no real shading on it. It's all just one color. But the actual shape is really amazing. It really looks like feather. And then you have the base. It goes in. And then wings. A nice rectangle shape. So we'll push them in. And the other wing. And then a big and small peg into his feet. There we have Hawks, the Age of Hero version. Man, this is a really incredible figure to capture his memories really well. And now it's all assembled. I really love how it all came together. Even just to the overall design, how they really brought that out really well. Alright, let's bring in Endeavour. Actually, now that we have Endeavour in our figure, it doesn't look too bad. They're in sort of a standing pose, whereas the other ones are more action pose. But I feel like Endeavour is a bit taller than Hawks in the show, where in this stature wise, they're almost quite similar sort of heights. I do like how the contrast, where Hawks has a bit more of a casual look to him, where Endeavour is much more professional and serious tone to him. With Endeavour, his whole body is covered with flames effects. There's a limitation how you can make it look really well with that sort of price range. Whereas Hawks, his powers are his wings, and I think I kept it really well. So with Endeavour, I'm leaning towards this being actually a berry. Sorry Endeavour fans, I just don't think it's really worth paying for this figure unless they're after the whole set of Age of Heroes. While Hawks on the other end is a very high caliber figure for this sort of price range to capture the shape and the elegance of Hawks really well. So Hawks will be a buy. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, you give me a like. If you'd like to see more unboxing, you can go over here.